All right, so we made it down to the Crystal Springs Tomato Festival and Car Show. Let's see what we can get into. We got a lot of vendors down here, and we've got a lot of cars to look at. Somebody not happy.
He didn't want to leave.
I don't blame him. I'm ready to jump in myself.
My name is Jeff McCarty. Jeff McCarty, we got a 1958 Chevy Apache. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We got a 383 small block Chevy sitting on a Brothers truck frame with a custom paint job, custom interior, billet wheels, the works, man.
How long did it take you to build it?
I bought it 90% done, so on and off about a year to make it my own, pretty much.
Somebody had give up on the project and you fixed
Well, they fixed it to their liking, and then I built it from there on my own. I put new interior seats in it, put new wheels and tires, painted all the motor parts on it, and you know, just kind of freshened it up, new brakes, painted all the gas tank, dual exhaust, just stuff like that.
What kind of horsepower is the motor putting out?
Putting out about 420 horse.
420.
It's got a 383 small block Chevy with a 700 R4 transmission, 318 gears in the back.
Okay.
So she's running pretty good.
She's a highway cruiser then?
Yes, sir. Running real good.
All right. You getting to cruising the coast with her?
Yes, sir. 2 years in a row.
I hear you. Well, hopefully we'll see you there later this year.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, David Jenkins here out of Denham Springs, Louisiana. What we have is a 1971 C30. It was a cabin chassis when I purchased it about 18 months ago out of South Carolina. Brought it home, going to rebuild it. We rebuilt it in a time span of about 18 months. So we tried to keep most of it as stock as possible, but also give it some new look. So everything under the hood is new. It was a frame up restoration, so everything from bumper to bumper is new. We built the bed on the rear that we're going to look at in a minute. I kept a stock original 350 in it, which is a new crate engine. It came with factory air, which we still have, of course. We just deleted the old air handler and updated everything to new there. So if you'd like, we can walk around and take a look at the interior. So the seats actually came from a Tahoe. I think it was a 2003 model, if I'm not mistaken. So it fit well, the size was right, so we used that. We custom built the door panels to match the seats along with the console. All new analog dash. We actually shaved all of the dash area where the radio is, put a big screen radio with rear camera. It actually has 2 cameras. We also did a headliner all custom to match the interior. And we kept the on the tree, on the column shifter, trying to keep everything as original as we could. And of course, this is the bed that we custom designed and built for the truck. It has 2 saddle tanks, as you can see, one here, one on either side, total carrying 38 gallons of fuel. It has all 4-corner air ride, which really rides really well. Dual compressors. The wood that we're looking at on the bed, the darker color is an African sapele, which is very well known for guitars. Wood guitars have been built with this material for years and still is today. The lighter color inlay is a imported birch, and then the darker color, of course, is just American dark walnut. And we built this truck actually as a toter, so it was built to tow a trailer that matches the truck. It's a wedge 2-car hauler trailer, and which we don't have with us today, but that was the main reason for wanting to do this build. And I'm really proud of the build. A gentleman by the name of Donald Biggs, Don's Customs, built this truck out of central Louisiana, did a fabulous job. I'm real proud of what he did for me, and we're just excited about it. This is the 3rd show it's been to. It took first place at Best of Show in the very first show that it was at, and we enjoy showing it to everyone. I hope everybody enjoys it.
So how much have you got invested so far?
Well, we got invested a little over $125,000 in it at this point, and we still have a little few things we want to do, and we're getting kind of excited about wanting to get back on it and do a few more things. So that's pretty much it.
Well, I appreciate you sharing it with me.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your interest.
A person could actually fix this one, couldn't it?
My name's Mike Summerlin from Flowood, Mississippi. This is a '63 Ford Falcon Futura. It's called a post car. The reason they call it a post car is the way that the window joins the back window when the door closes.
All right, so what else can you tell me about your car?
Well, it's a resto mod, so this car has a '64 Mustang 289 engine in it. It's got a 2800 stall converter on a C4 3-speed automatic transmission. It has a light comp cam and a Holley Brawler 600 CFM 4-barrel carb with electric ignition. It's been upgraded to a CVF pulley system. It also has heat and air from Vintage Air, which is really a combination of Vintage Air, Classic Air, and CVF to make it work. It's been upgraded with the radiator to a 3-row aluminum radiator and an electric fan.
All right, well, can you tell me about the interior?
Interior has been completely gone through. The paint is actually original to the car. The rest of the seats, they're original to the car with the exception of the front. The front is actually the Mustang scat back seats. Originally this car had a bench seat set up in it. So the console was fabricated and all of it's covered in leather. It's a camel brown leather with the brown carpet. The carpet is actually an original color to the car as well.
All right, how long have you had it?
I've owned the car for about 3 years now.
And tell me the story of how you came by this car.
Yeah, it's a funny story. I was looking for, actually on the market to purchase a Mustang, and I was looking for something 64, 65. And all my life, I'd always really liked the Falcon. I had a family member as a child who had one, and I remembered the car, and it always kind of impressed me. Actually, it actually made me like the Nova 2 Super Sports too, so kind of similar body style. I think that car was the answer to this one. But I was looking for a Mustang, getting ready to make a deal on one, and I happened to look on Facebook Marketplace and was looking at cars and happened across this car. And I said, wow, that's a Falcon, 63 Falcon. You don't see them a lot. And when you do, they're nowhere near this type of condition. And I said to myself, well, you know, it's a built hot rod and it's something you don't see very often. I wanted something that not everyone had, that would be fun to own, easy to work on, restore, and would do well at shows and get a lot of attention, make people happy and smile when they saw it. And it does just that. Going down the road, people wave and look and they just love the car, want to know what it is. Since it's been debadged, it's hard to know if you don't know what this is, what it is without asking. So it's a fun conversation starter. But when I saw the car, I said, there's no way that's a 63 Falcon in that kind of condition. So let me call the guy up. Ended up talking to the young man. He was a young man, lives in Denham Springs, Louisiana, and he was getting into a new industry, starting a job, wanting to move out of the parents' house and buy a truck. Needed to sell his toy, and we had a good long conversation, asked a lot of details about the car, and it was just far enough along for what I wanted that I could enjoy driving it and still work on it and bring it a little further along, which some of the upgrades we've done are a result of that very thing.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you showing me your car. It's beautiful.
Absolutely. I appreciate you taking time to take a look at it with me.
Yes, sir.